All right, let's jump right into our big topic of the week. Okay, Luke, you've been traveling, obviously, because you're clearly not here. So,
Yes.
well, have you been keeping up with what's been going on in the social apocalypse? I thought after the first week of Elon owning Twitter that the days of hot and heavy, fast and loose updates coming was going to be we're going to be kind of over. But if anything, it feels like the chaos has accelerated. Have you been paying attention to this?
I've been checking in at least like once or twice a day just to scroll for a few seconds, and it is brilliant and beautiful chaos in my opinion. I said before this was happening that I was happy that it was happening because it's not like he could make it any worse. And if anything, he's definitely made it more entertaining. And in his own words, I don't know if this is necessarily 100% true or not, but in his own words, there's more users on Twitter right now than there ever has been, or more activity at the very least. So, I mean, to a certain degree, it's working. Maybe all the advertisers are leaving, but there's a lot of people.
Yeah, I honestly, I haven't been able to look away from the train wreck. And you know what the really mind-boggling thing to me is that one of the chief trolls on Twitter, never mind Chief Twit, the fact that he couldn't see this coming from 1,000 miles away. Like, man, have you checked out some of the amazing impersonator accounts?
Oh yeah, there's been some pretty epic ones. The whatever that pharmacy was, I don't
Eli
remember the name of it.
Lilly and Co. Okay?
Yeah, wow.
Fake verified Twitter account for Eli Lilly and Co. tweeted, and this is the most amazing part. Tweeted, insulin is now free, after which their stock actually plummeted. Is that amazing or what? Their stock went from 368 down to 346. And this isn't like
Whoa.
this isn't a stock that was going down. This is a stock that's been going up for the last month. Actually has trended up overall for the last 6 months and experienced a significant daily dip. Now, I do expect it to recover. Eli Lilly and Co. has since apologized for the misunderstanding. They say that they're sorry that you thought they said that. They're not sorry for gouging on the price of insulin. No. They're not sorry about that at all. But they're sorry that anyone thought that they would stop doing that. It's the most awful non-apology apology that I think I have ever seen. Like,
Very fitting for a pharmaceutical gouging company, though.
Oh.
Totally makes sense.
Absolutely. It is amazing to me what pharmaceutical companies get away with in the States. In the conversation under that tweet, I saw a lot of people talking about the price of insulin, which they absolutely should. And one of the most common defenses for the price of insulin is that it doesn't matter because your insurance pays for it. And it's like, no. Insurance does not pay for anything. You pay for insurance, and then the money passes through your insurance. That's how insurance works. And if
insulin costs more, you'll pay more for insurance.
And if your employer pays for your insurance, that's money that could have gone to you. Yeah. Right? Come on, people.
100%.
Come on, people. Oh.
That's still money leaving your sphere of influence. Whether or not it was going to be 100% exactly directly deposited into your bank account or not is not 100% relevant.
Your boss might have ended up just keeping it, right? But there's a chance, okay? There's a chance that some of it might have made its way to you. Once it leaves your company's coffers and goes to some pharmaceutical company, that chance goes to zero. There is zero chance that it makes it to you. This is just like, how does money work basics here? And I'm sure that I'm preaching to the choir. I know our audience is pretty clever and understands fundamentally how insurance works. At the end of the day, no insurance company will stay solvent if dollars out is greater than dollars in, right? So you have to charge at least as much as you end up paying out. That's how it works. I mean, and that's another really funny one to me is, people will go, but, I don't want to I don't want to pay for someone else's medicine. That's socialism. But that's what insurance basically is everyone pays into this pool, and then the people that need it get paid out. And the greater those payout prices are, the fewer people they can afford to treat, and the more rejected claims. Like, the whole thing is like, you're kind of all on the same team until the insurance companies and the pharmaceutical companies collude to get the pricing as high as possible, so that, well, it's not even a collusion. I'm sure the insurance companies would rather pay less, but there's the whole thing where you can't, where the negotiation abilities of these companies is limited in the US. It's wild. It's wild what's going on down there. And to be clear, we have tons of problems in Canadian healthcare. Like, lots of problems, but our insulin is like cheap, which is good, I guess.
we have that benefit at least.
Yeah, man. The fact that you can, just with the midterm elections going on down there right now, the fact that anyone can get elected without a platform that includes like just putting big pharma in its place is mind blowing to me. Like that's not the number one issue.
Regardless of like reforming their Medicare system or whatever, like even if they kept their system entirely the same, just stepping on pharmaceutical companies a little bit in general, I think makes a ton of sense.
I don't know,
like,
man.
Some of the you look at US developed drugs in the US and they're like 20 times the price as that same drug from that same company.
Literally 5 minutes across the border.
Yeah.
Like literally,
like
you could walk
in
some cases to somewhere where it costs a fraction as much.
If I was an American in America, I would be pissed that I was subsidizing the drug costs for other like rich nations, basically. Like that would be annoying. Why do we have to do that? I would be angry about that and wanting that to change, completely regardless of any other healthcare reform stuff. Just like the pharmaceutical stuff is crazy. That's all. But anyways, what was your favorite thing that happened on Twitter since Elon's takeover? Because I know mine.
Let's go ahead. Let's just do kind of a week in review here. So this week on Elon's Twitter, $8 Twitter Blue launched. You got to give credit where credit's due, okay? Elon said that they were going to launch this paid verification program like extremely quickly. This is probably faster than Twitter has ever gone from conceptualizing a new product to launching it, right? So credit where it's due. They got this program launched extremely quickly. So for $8, you could buy a check mark, and that check mark would identify your account as like Blue verified. So it was part of the Twitter Blue program. And then clicking on it would also identify if it was like a legacy verified account. Then they launched a second gray official check mark under accounts that had legacy verification to differentiate actual, verified accounts that were at risk of being impersonated with just people who paid for a blue picture next to their name. Tumblr launched their own $8 blue check marks. You can apparently buy up to 24 of them, which is pretty neat. Just thought we'd throw that in there. So Tumblr managed to get in the news about this. Well, why anything, Luke?
Why can you buy 24 of them? Because
then you're more verified.
Like, gift them or like
what are you, an idiot? No, you could just stack up to 24 of them in your username. Then, within hours, Elon killed the official checkmark. He also tweeted, "Far too many corrupt legacy blue verification checkmarks exist, so no choice but to remove legacy blue in coming months." No idea what that means. And on Thursday, this is great. I actually was reading an article whose premise was Elon's Twitter might not be that screwed. Trimming the head count reduces the operating cost, and the users are up, and he's got this core of like right-handed people who are going to be able to help execute in this area and this area and this area. And in the time between, I guess, them writing that article and me reading it, two of the top executives that were supposedly going to be helping Elon steady the ship. I think one of them was in charge of advertising sales, and then one of them was, I'm sorry,
Trust and safety.
Trust and safety. That's
Trust
right.
and safety. Yeah.
Head of trust and safety left. Oh man. Twitter employees were told that remote work is ending. If you can physically make it to an office and you don't show up, resignation accepted. That was apparently the message. And in an internal memo, Elon didn't quite directly say that the company might go bankrupt, or was this in the internal memo? I can't remember. Where is it? Blah blah blah. No, I don't know. He sent out a memo that basically said as much, though. Oh man, that is wild. Also said he wants to turn it into a bank with high yield money market accounts. I have no idea whatsoever what that even means. Friday morning. So this is this morning. All right. So this is less than a week after Twitter Blue launched. They suspended the launch of Blue, brought the official checkmark back, but only for certain brands, leading to Twitter support's two most recent tweets being completely contradictory. Oh, man. So here you go. Yeah, here it is. Official. We are not currently putting an official label on accounts, but we are aggressively going after impersonation and deception. To combat impersonation, we've added an official label to some accounts. So which one is it? I saw a really hilarious tweet from someone putting Twitter Blue's official verification checkmark with the appropriate company. So it had a head of lettuce on there, like little bar graphs for how long these things lasted. So it had a head of lettuce at 3 days. It had Anthony Scaramucci. Do you remember that guy?
Yeah.
Had him on there. I forget her name, but had Britain's last Liz Truss, Britain's very shortest lasting PM ever. Oh man. So yeah, it was head of trust and safety, CISO, so chief privacy officer, chief ISO, information security officer. I can't remember what CISO stands for.
InfoSec, yeah.
And chief compliance officer all resigned. I mean, man, this is a complete cluster. Okay, Luke, what was your favorite part of the week? Hit me.
My favorite part was when everyone that I saw on the platform was impersonating Elon all at the same time. Did you see that?
Yeah.
That was actually amazing. I opened Twitter and I thought it was glitched because as I scrolled through, literally every single account in my news feed, whatever, was Elon Musk with his picture, and I had to scroll like a few times to get to someone that wasn't impersonating Elon. And I was like, that's actually that's some like epic everyone coming together on the internet stuff that you don't see all the time, you know?